Yeah. Ha! Yeah, I'm so special, I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. I'm like Ichigo, master in a red suit. This my Bankai form, I'm about to let loose. Better make your next move, your best move. Straight out the gate, niggas gon' hate and try to test you. Watch who you with, who your mans, who you next to. If you take a hit with son assist like a nephew,
you can never check us. Homie, this a chess move. Wrote this on a little short bus, I'm so special. If Mav say get him, I'ma get him. Ain't no talking when I pull up. Park up, hop out, run down with my hood up. Now what the fuck are you hating for? Can't DFG get money anymore?
it's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper. You can't trust artists to stick to the code either, because apparently Young Thug has finally let everyone know how he actually feels about Gunna.
So that mean he told.
This whole time, and I've seen interviews, I even seen, but the only part that confused me.
When he was like, you want to do music?
No, when I saw
his father?
Thugger's father
right.
saying he didn't have a problem with Gunna. Right. Now, I don't know how this works. He's still on the label.
Thugger's father said that Thug didn't have a problem with Gunna, or that he didn't have.
He did.
Thugger's father said, "I don't have a problem."
But the interpretation of that
is that he
probably gave him acceptance for people who would have been like,
right, sure.
Nah,
I'm just getting clarity.
Isn't that his artist?
Yes.
That's his artist,
yes.
So how that works?
How does it work? That's what I'm asking.
Did he drop him?
How does it work?
Drop him from the label?
No, why would you drop him? He making money.
He's making that bread, but that's just
killing.
That's weird. That's weird.
But you want to know what?
No, what did we just say? Business, not personal.
But you want to know what? Before
I ain't gotta kick it with you, bro. Go ahead and make your music.
Before Thug put that up, I think he put on his Twitter somewhere, real plea deal. And he was insinuating like, y'all motherfuckers took a fake plea deal. I took a real plea deal.
Right.
And I think that Thug plea deal was the worst plea deal in history. There's no way you going 15 years
without any type of contact.
Without violating. There's no way,
I mean, not
bro.
for nothing, it's always a trap.
It's possible.
No. Let's not say that, bro.
It's possible, bro.
It is possible. It is possible. And in the case of Thug, we don't want this man going back to jail. So
Studio in the crib.
And he didn't do none of that
Wifey
shit.
in the crib. I ain't got to leave. You know what I'm saying? You got Gunna out there going crazy. You send that check through. Don't talk to me. Talk to my management. You nigga is wild ways around that, my nigga.
Right.
Wild ways around that.
Can he leave the country?
I don't think.
I think he probably got
can't
to
be within a certain amount of
That's
miles.
what Tekashi went to jail for.
He can't go into Metro Atlanta.
That's crazy.
Okay. Can he go to Miami?
Tekashi went to jail for going to Las Vegas. Was it Vegas? Vegas.
I'm trying to find places where he's allowed to be, where he can.
It's up to the PO. It's up to the PO.
Forget about that. He can't be around other fellas.
Right. He can't.
How many friends
knowingly. He can't knowingly be
friends
around
and family members.
He can't knowingly.
He just
be
did a
around.
video. Did T.I. get T.I.'s a felon?
Oh man.
No.
Oh man.
T.I. not a felon?
Man.
I don't think so.
Oh no! Wait, he had.
Oh man.
T.I. had a bunch of charges.
Oh man.
I don't know what it is.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't think that applies to T.I. I don't know. I don't think it applies to him.
Shout to T.I. though.
Shout out to T.I.
I just don't think that applies.
Shout out to T.I.
He got his money together to go after that.
But that's what would you do if you were in his place? Like, what happens now?
If I'm saying that I'm
right now.
What tomorrow for Thug?
Yes.
There's no limitations. Trump is the president.
Trump can't help him.
He can't be around.
Trump can't
I'm not talking about him helping him. I'm not talking about him helping him. I'm talking about Trump being.
Trump has immunity. You can't. Yeah.
He's still a felon.
Until that happens. Until that happens.
No.
You think Trump gonna pardon him?
No, listen. No. Forget about that. This is what he's saying. No, this is what A missing. White supremacy, black man. Bottom line. Thug would never be on the level of Trump. I don't care if Trump killed somebody in front of us.
That's a fact.
It would not be the same, bro.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Thug has showed us something.
Pause.
That
was my button. That was wow.
That with everything that he had working against him, he's. What you think?
It's possible he could. That's why I was asking.
All he have to do is stay out the way.
Does he have a passport? Yo, do shows. Make sure your entourage is what it is. You can't be held responsible.
Is he allowed to do shows?
That's he's got to be allowed to work. They have to allow him to work.
Come on.
My thing is, can he tour? Can he? Get out the country? If you can get out the country,
I'm gonna have my own.
Is that all up to the PO?
No drugs.
Is that all up to the PO?
That's what he. That's what.
Yo, Thug got a crazy song with Mano called Poetry.
Yeah,
I love that song.
I heard it.
Can he not do the song with Mano because Mano's a felon?
I'm guessing. I don't know, but the video was already shot.
But that's work.
No, I'm talking about. But it's something that they could.
He can't perform it.
Yeah, like
he can't perform it with him.
This is crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy.
No, but the question is, does he keep Gunna on a label or not? Yo, chat. I want y'all to thumbs up if he keeps Gunna on the label. Thumbs down if he just parts ways with.
If your thumbs down, then you ready to fuck up the church's money.
I want to hear.
You gotta remember, this is business.
But again,
this is business. When you make a decision,
it's a question of morality. If morally, I feel like you did something that could have fucked me up real.
I think he did. I think he said that's why YSL's a game. I think that's what messed them up.
They didn't really have nothing on Thugger like that. Even for that shit to even go pause that long.
Hold on, the chat is saying keep him. He's saying keep Gunna.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because motherfuckers don't care who's snitching, who telling. It's all about the
y'all niggas don't care? Y'all niggas really don't care? Like, for real? Like, what if I got like 25 doing that? Y'all niggas don't care? That shit. Hey.
I just wanted to see what it looked like. Never do that again.
especially without a beard.
Somebody said thumbs down to your face. Yo, that's crazy. It's a problem.
I know on Jemima and just sit. Come on, bro.
That's dumb, nigga. Like, that's dumb talking shit, nigga. Nigga. Bark on that nigga. What his name? Hardaway D. He said it.
Yo, where my snipers at, man? Where my snipers at?
He asked
Yo,
the judge
snipers.
himself, can he work with Gunna? Is that true? He asked the judge if he could still work with Gunna? What if all of this is just
propaganda?
Promotion?
Yeah.
Promotion.
To make
How
more
we
money.
forget that?
What if the whole
That's
thing is
definitely an
just,
option.
yo, when this album drop, it's gonna go
Crazy.
All we gotta do is do this for a couple of months, do this back and forth, build the tension. They don't need to know.
Reality
If it is,
that's a tough sacrifice.
I don't think that his who was it, his brother or his cousin who responded?
Do you actually think they conversating with each other?
His brother.
What's his brother?
I don't think his brother's response was a part of it. If it was,
Somebody might not be hip to the script, but like even that still adds to it. What if Dad was saying that shit and he just wasn't on code,
Right.
and now we back, bro? It's the music.
Some people
industry.
saying keep getting paid off Gunna.
It's smoke and mirrors.
I believe everything.
You see, and we see that at the highest level.
That's a
Behind the
fact.
scenes, they be dabbing
That's a
WWE,
fact.
they be
That's
dabbing
a
each other
fact.
up.
That's a
Yep.
fact.
How
I'm
we know
shocked
they
at
not
y'all.
popping champagne with each other like, yo, we made it out, buddy. Oh shit,
Right.
this next check is about to be
But
stupid.
didn't Thug unfollow Gunna? Like some point when he was in jail?
but you still didn't know what was going on. And then Gunna was doing interviews saying they good.
Of course he gonna
That's
say
before they came up with the program.
This shit
I
is
don't know,
crazy,
man.
bro. This shit is
Didn't it drive
Me
a wedge
personally-
between Gunna and some other artists?
Yeah, Little Dirk,
Right?
Little
Baby.
Baby, Little Baby.
Dirk got enough problems.
Yeah.
Dirk got his own.
Nah, I don't know about
They
all
trying
that.
to
Them
give him
niggas was
life,
really calling
but
them a
yeah,
rat on the
it's
records.
crazy.
Dirk got his bro.
Ain't no much. It ain't that much publicity in the world for a nigga to be promoting a nigga's a rat on every record, bro.
It all feels like WWE after a minute. Now the real wild shit to me is we've reached the point where we can't tell what's true from what's promotion.
That's where we at.
It's all AI now.
That's a
Like
fact.
you can't tell shit. You
This shit is
have
a
no
Black Mirror.
idea.
This shit is WWF, man. We never know how this made.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait 15 years for the book to come out to find out that they were just bullshitting us the entire time. You gotta wait for the biopic to come out.
But it's dangerous because when you play like that, especially over something like this.
Say it again.
All right, if people are willing to try to assault Rick Ross over a rap battle,
That's true.
like imagine someone who's in the club, just came home from doing 15 years, missed their daughter growing up, their kids growing up and all that because somebody ratted, and then they see a nigga that everyone is saying is a rat.
You seen the video where a nigga walked up to Gunna and said, yo, you a rat, nigga. That wasn't no solid shit.
And this was,
yeah, nigga walked up on him and called him a rat in his face.
And this is time after like him being home for a while and all that, and people assuming that they good, and people still felt
like
you
Thug,
a rat.
like
you know
Thug fans, Thug fans.
Well, it seemed like Thug got a lot to say, so I'm figuring at least in 30 days we gonna hear more from Thug.
Wait till the albums drop.
Oh, he's definitely.
Those numbers is going to be
wait till the
ridiculous that first week.
albums drop, plural. His and hit. Wait till all the shit comes
that's
out.
gonna go crazy.
Wait, but you think he's gonna be allowed to talk about certain shit?
If he's out, free and clear.
But then they say that he wasn't allowed to talk about certain.
He might not be able to discuss shit like
You
this.
gotta promote a gang.
You can still shoot at the nigga on some rap shit. You can still be, you know what I'm saying?
I would think that he would be a little, shaky about doing any type of music right now.
Exactly.
That is crazy.
Because they actually use some of his shit in the court.
Like, what?
So God forbid something happened to Gunna and you shooting at the nigga on the record, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got him on the record.
Hey, time to be creative.
I just hope Thug keep his head up and stay out those folks' way, provide for his family, his friends, and be productive to society. That's all, man.
Yo, Thug, you're doing great so far, though.
Word.
Shit crazy.
Fuck it. I'll still listen to the album when it drops.
And then look, after Gunna did that shit, he came home, he made a smoker. He made a fire-ass record that the whole world was going crazy on.
Nah, I gotta wonder though. I have to wonder, bro.
That was a big record.
Knowing how much.
Yeah.
Now that we know.
That was a fire. That shit was fire, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, oh shit.
Right, but
Told him made a hit.
yeah, but you know, all the Tekashi shit was fire in the club too. So I gotta wonder.
Do rats make fire music?
No. No. It's not just a rat.
Does being a rat give you talent?
Yeah, I'm trying to
It's not
understand
just a
what's
rat
going
and shit, but being that your name is pushed high in the algorithm around these type of situations, are you purposely being promoted to kind of like give people an incentive to just overlook following any type of code?
I would say yes. And the reason I say that is that do Gunna really care about being called a rat? Have you been seeing how he been dressing lately?
No.
Been dressing like, y'all seen Debo Samuel's video? You guys see that?
No.
He's been dressing like Debo Samuel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at that point, I don't think they don't care what nobody say, bro. They defeminizing the men. I seen Gunna
Demasculating.
Yeah, demasculating. I seen Gunna in overseas somewhere. He had on like a skirt, boots.
Well, wait a minute. Thug been wearing dresses since.
Yeah, so
that ain't new.
But that's what I'm trying to say is that they don't care what people say.
Well, who's they?
No, I beg to differ.
The artist of the label.
Because if he didn't care, he wouldn't have did interviews
Explaining
acting like they're still cool. If he didn't care.
Who, Gunna?
I think Gunna definitely cares. And I think it does affect how people perceive you. If you tell me you're this and then like nobody's gonna believe the bully that we see getting beat up all the time. Like this, it's just not gonna stick. We're not gonna have the same respect. But I have to wonder if the government is playing a role in promoting people who engage in certain activities to make it seem like it's okay for the rest of y'all.
You wonder that?
Yeah, I think that's a fact.
Why do you wonder that?
Yeah, I think that's a fact.
It's the feds making sure you go platinum. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he told, make sure his
crazy.
shit hot. Make sure his shit smoking.
I just don't think, I don't think that the fans care. Let's like when you look at the 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef, we thought that Rick Ross being exposed as a correction officer would be the end of his career.
Right. Yeah.
He's a cop. Oh my God, he locked people up.
Nah, that just made the cops buy his shit now.
But the fan, he made good music.
Lost.
He made good music.
I was about to say, Rick Ross made great
Yeah, he
songs,
made great music.
so-
Yeah.
All Rick Ross had to say was, yeah, you know what I mean? At a point in my life, I had a regular job. That's what I was doing, but I wasn't locking niggas up. I had a regular job.
I think he did say that at
Ja
some
Rule
point.
made
No, he
great
didn't.
music.
He did too.
He did say that
I
as
think
well.
he
No,
did
but
too.
when you
Ja
think
Rule made
about
great
it,
music.
when you think about Emmanuel
Still
Noriega
does.
actually being locked up in Florida, you have to wonder, was this nigga keeping it 100? He said, I know Noriega, the real Noriega. He owed me 100 favors.
That's tough. Still today.
That's kind of crazy. You
That's
think
still
about
today.
it like,
That's fire.
that's wild, B. That's wild.
Well, if you're gonna meet him, prison is probably the
Yeah,
place to
he
do it.
he definitely could have met him.
No,
in
but
there.
for the record, Ja Rule make fire music, bro.
Ja Rule got
make-
hit records that he could go,
I'm
he
just
could
saying.
tour for the rest of his life.
I fuck.
But it was a different outcome, is what I'm saying. Like, he didn't continue to
Ja-
flourish the
He
way
didn't have to. He got hit records. When you got powerful, when Ja could go perform anywhere in the building, gonna go crazy.
We're not talking about today. I'm talking about in the moment in which it's happening, when he shut the nigga down at the same type of time that he was trying to do with Rick
The
Ross.
Feds shut
He
them
couldn't-
down,
he
bro.
couldn't-
Yeah, with too much stuff
There
going
was
on.
mad
with
shit
at that
going
time.
on. Like, people keep saying, like me, I fuck with both parts. I fuck with 50 and I fuck with Ja. For on the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Feds came in, that was it for Ja and them. That did them dirty. They came and took all their money. They shut their shit down.
That wouldn't, if anything, make their shit go.
Nah.
No,
nah,
bro.
hell
You have
no.
to
The
also-
Feds.
you have to
And then
also-
Ja couldn't talk about certain things. Like while 50 was going
He
crazy.
was never talking like that, except for in clapback.
He was making-
He was singing in every other song.
No, he had that. Those were the singles.
Bro, we not going.
No,
we
no,
not
no,
going
no.
to shit on Ja Rule.
I'm not
was-
shitting on you. Missing what
No,
I'm
no,
saying.
no, he's
I'm not
not-
shitting
he's not.
on
He's
it.
asking the question.
You're missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, why didn't he continue to go on
Because he
with
couldn't.
all the good music that you saying that he could?
They
still
were
perform today?
like, look, they were telling the nigga, you can't say certain shit, just, chill, we got the Feds on us, we gotta move a certain kind of way.
When was he
you
ever
you
talking
understand-
crazy?
But you gotta understand, these are businesses, bro. These are businesses. And we've seen too many times, so the minute a rapper gets wrapped up, the labels abandon it.
Remember
Right.
when I said
They
beef
don't want
scares
no
away the
type of
money?
association.
Oh, and today is different. 'Cause-
No,
Well,
today it's not different.
No,
Beat your
well,
case.
they capitalizing off it.
Beat your case in some cases.
But there was a
we're not
case
talking
going
about-
on, you know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, 50 is at the top of his game. He got M and Dre with him. You can't lose.
When y'all had Ja here, he ain't explain that?
He did. He went
He
through
did.
it. He went
He
through
did.
it.
Because
somewhat.
Ja my nigga. So I spoke to him personally
Right.
about what happened behind the scenes. So I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't know what he said, but if he want to come here and explain
But
it.
he can
Nah,
always,
he
he
did.
can always
He
come
did.
back. But the fact is, Feds get involved, that shakes up any business that you're involved in. They point the finger and say, you did X, Y, and Z.
Right.
When I said beef scares away the money, beef with the Feds will definitely have people like,
Facts.
I'm a
Stand back.
chill till this is over and we'll see what happens.
You know what ain't confusing with? You're not talking about the government coming after a company. You talking about the beef. I get what you're saying as far as like, yeah, these record companies profit off of Dirk beefing with this one
Controversy,
and
et cetera,
this one
et cetera.
beefing with
Yeah,
this
right.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
but when them indictments come, they like to separate.
But they've
themselves.
also
Hold on, this is also-
Let me finish this. They've also managed to capitalize off that now better than they did back then.
Right.
They've learned to build a better mousetrap now than they did back then. Back then the beef was manufactured in a bunch of different ways. Remember 50 versus Kanye?
Yeah.
That was the
That was
record
tough.
companies.
September 11th.
That was them profiting off of beef.
Right.
Now they've managed to take it a step further. But there's also, when you ask why Ja Rule, every rapper gets to a point where people want to see him lose. And you have to remember, there was a time when Murder Inc. was wrapping up
I
everything
understand that,
moving.
but he was never talking crazy for them to be like, don't mention that in your song. Don't mention that in your
What
song.
was-
But
Wasn't
I
he?
think
That's-
what
He
we're
was.
missing here
What
with
song?
when Gat was talking about the indictment, right? The label, the parent label separated themselves from Murder Inc. So they pulled out because they didn't want that heat on them as a company, right? And then in the midst of that beef, so Ja obviously, it was Murder Inc., but it was a Def Jam, right? And it was that Universal, right? That was over them. And so they separated themselves, but Universal was also over 50.
And then you was with,
Right,
then
so
you
like
had
you got,
Jay.
right, Interscope, was it Universal as
Interscope,
well?
Interscope.
Right, so you have Interscope and 50 Cent. And so like while this one don't have the machine behind them any longer to pump, you know, all of that promotion in, this one was up.
And then when you hear it's
Great,
easy to
and-
see
and-
when you look at me, that shit was, oh my God.
And
Yeah.
again, remember the
Still to this
administration.
day.
Remember the administration that she's talking about that was in charge back then isn't the same administration that's in
That's a
charge
fact.
now.
That's a fact.
Fast forward, let this administration go sit in those chairs. They'd have managed to profit off of all of this. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been let's pull the support. Oh, wait a minute. These next albums is going
It's
to be
gonna be
crazy.
fire.
Everybody's going to want to know what they're talking about. Yo,
Right.
okay. Let's get it popping. Let's spend
Yeah,
some
because
bread.
they still got the major company behind them,
Yeah.
right? They didn't pull out of that. They right there.
Bro, it's Gunna's still on the label because that's gonna make a bunch of money. And you can be happy or you can be right. You want to stand by the moral code, that's cool. People respect it. I get it. You want to make a shit ton of money, that's
And
cool.
again, Thugger
Damn,
don't
that's
gotta
crazy.
talk to
Where's
him.
your
Respect it.
morals, man? That shit.
Depends on, bro. If you never really believed in the street thing in the first place, then you just
Yo, man,
you
what
just playing in
happened?
people's
What
face.
happened? Like, you sign somebody, and God forbid they rat it, or whatever the case may be. What you do when they selling millions of records? You keep them on the label, or you just, this nigga almost got me locked away for mad long. What do you do in a
Almost. He
situation
said
like that?
almost.
Whatever the case may be.
I'm saying.
I
That's what he's working
I
with.
would prefer to avoid any type of issues or bad energy from being around me. So I don't care how much money you making. If there's bad energy around this whole situation, it's not going to end well. And I would like to cut
You know what it
ties.
is? Not all good money. Not all
No
money
good
is
money
good money.
is good
There
money.
you go.
That's it.
Not all money is good money.
That's it.
Because to everybody understanding, he let Gunna go so he could make some money while he was in jail.
I think he should
That's
let
what
Gunna.
that's what I thought.
That's
Yeah.
what a lot of people
Yeah,
thought.
I think he should let Gunna go. The money ain't worth it. You almost put me away for the rest of my life.
Depends. The money ain't worth it.
Nah,
We
nigga,
not
you
making
paying
the
all my
money.
lawyer
You gotta-
fees back. Get out there and make another hit record. All them lawyer fees, all of the, pay that shit right back, nigga.
Really
Altogether,
depends.
what, 3 years? He's in there? 3, right?
Don't matter. Make that money
I'm
back,
just
nigga,
saying.
then I'ma
Yeah,
clip you.
something like that.
Something like
Make
about
that
3
money
years.
back, then I'ma smoke you. Get out of here, nigga.
Almost
It really, bro, it really depends. I understand the moral compass and the moral guide, but you got to remember that everybody ain't standing on the same set of principles.
Right.
Some of these people is really out here doing what's best for them. You can take it personal, or you can do business. And there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna decide, I'm just gonna do business. Like,
And it's,
look,
and it's
you-
still
you
not
go-
over because, like, God forbid, anything small happen in the street, he got to go do 15, if anything, straight.
I get it, but I
I
feel
mean,
like we
you-
got to have these conversations.
You are where you are now. Like
you.
you can't undo it now. It is what it is now. So you can make the best
still
out of the
not free.
situation, or you could.
Damn sure ain't free.
Still
bro.
not free.
Damn.
But
I mean,
you
you out
can't
here in the
undo it.
free world, but you
But you
still
wanna know
not
what?
free.
It's better than him being in jail.
That's a fact.
Right.
Facts.
It's better than him being not being in jail, but at the same time, any little thing happen out here,
But that's why you got to change your circle, put a
got-
better team
Yeah.
around
How
you. and be
serious
more
are you going to
mindful.
take your own life? Like,
Now,
you serious?
now I gotta wonder. Now that you were forced to be a civilian, forced. If we all gonna think in a business manner, you're gonna keep them on the label. Why not work with them? You're forced to be a civilian.
It depends how Thug feel about his credibility.
All right, your credibility, obviously, credibility don't mean shit if this dude did what he did and then killed it on billboards for the next couple of weeks. Credibility
gotta understand,
means
you
You
nothing.
said why not work with them?
Why not work with him?
Marketing.
You Young Thug.
Your marketing might be fucked up if you do that.
You Young Thug.
Sorry.
Maybe you haven't figured out how to spin it yet. Could still be on the way. It hasn't happened now, but ain't no telling. Industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady.
I felt like you always wanted to do that.
Yeah, the hair moving and all that.
But
was
did you know
DJing.
industry rule number 4081?
Shady hoes do lie.
Your motherfucking friends is the shadiest ones.
Shady hoes do lie. I say that line in my head a couple times a day.
I know you saying to hit that.
Gotta remind myself.
A couple times a day because it doesn't get old. It doesn't get old. We have an understanding where they're street people, dudes who are in the streets, dudes who are on the block. They got a certain moral code. It may seem fucked up to an outsider, but it's real and it's concrete, and they really stand on it. But you confuse the business world with that world, and you don't understand the morals and principles of business. And those are two very different sets of principles.
Not necessarily.
No, always.
No.
The second you start thinking it's not, you've turned business into personal.
I love when these two niggas debate.
Mac,
Let's go.
Mac,
I don't know. I'm not agreeing with Mac saying that.
Mac, selling drugs is a business, and it is grounded in a moral principle or a code that you're supposed to stick to. So no, people don't see it as a different world.
No,
they don't.
I'm not talking about illegal business. I'm talking about business. The kind you write your taxes off on. However, let's take it there.
We're talking about people that get indicted.
Oh, he rolling the sleeves
up.
Let's take it there.
Wait. We're talking about people.
You did all that, your sleeves ain't moved.
We're
talking all that shit, sleeves like
Mac. We're talking about people who got in trouble for mixing music with that business, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so why would they ever see a line in the sand that differentiates this shit? Because
one hasn't dropped the other one yet. And certain principles can be sold. And depending on where you decide to stand, what side of the line you decide to stand on, dictates your next couple moves. Now, we were talking about street business and street guys getting involved in. But that's going to be, the street code comes first. Whatever kind of business they're involved in comes after, but the code comes first. Could be selling drugs, could be stealing cars. The basis of the code is if you do dirt with me, you don't tell on me to get yourself in a better situation. That's the core. You don't rob from me, I don't rob from you. You don't cut my throat, I don't cut yours. Totally get that. And that's all respectable when it comes to the streets. When we start talking about businessmen sitting across the table from each other, if you've ever heard of some of the deals that I've just been in the room for and watch how bad this guy got fucked over by this dude right here, and when they walk out the room, they still cool. They'll do business again. He got me. That's how they look at it. He got me. I wasn't paying him. He got me. He may not like it, but to cut him off, this dude's worth hundreds of millions. I can spin the block with him and get another. I can come right back. Bro, it's not personal. You just did what was best for you in that deal. Right. And that's what a lot of people from the streets don't get.
And it gets very confusing because of that.
Wait. It's different.
Facts. It's very confusing.
It's different consequences. When it happens in the street, it normally leads to some type of physical altercation, jail or whatever. Mm-hmm. When it happens in business, yeah, you know what? You got me this time, I'll get you the next time.
Facts.
So there's different
They do shit with lawyers. I'm not gonna beat you up. I'm gonna call a lawyer.
What's on your mind, man?
No. See, and to quote LaRussell, there's no line between business and personal, because if this is something I use to feed my family, it's personal.
Nah, that's you. Personal. That's your problem. That's your problem, bro. That's your problem.
Nah, it will be your problem if I take it the wrong way.
That
makes the business personal.
And that's where.
Then take it the wrong way, and I'm gonna handle it professionally, and you'll be locked up, and I'll still be making money. And
no. But we heard stories in the music.
You always take this gamble on living.
No, listen.
Who said you gonna be living after I get at you?
Your moms ain't never said. You ever threatened to call the cops, or your mom's just like, yeah. By the time they get here, you ain't gonna be alive. Yeah, exactly. So
because the understanding is you're smarter than that.
Nah.
You're smarter than throwing it all away for something that you're not gonna get back.
These RICO cases are not happening because people are smarter than that.
I'm not. You talking to me about the scenario I just gave you. People in those rooms. If I get you on some business shit, that's your fault. You were supposed to get your lawyer together. You were supposed to do your due diligence. You were supposed to make sure that all your bases were covered. If you left a stone unturned and I caught you, I just caught you. And I'm not. Again,
I respect that.
I'm not. It does, but that's part of my point, Math. It doesn't matter if you respect it or not. And I understand why you don't respect it, because it's not always respectable. I get it. It's weird. It's weird. I've been in the room and watched this dude cost this dude like $250,000.
They're gonna know you talking about him, Mecca.
Nah. And even if they do, they don't care. That's part of the point. I just said $250,000. You think they care about what I'm saying? And besides that, NDAs are real, so you don't hear me say no names. But I saw him cost him $250,000. The next year, at a New Year's Eve party that I was lucky enough to go to, these same two dudes were toasting together, not beefing. Not me mugging each other. Not when I catch you outside. It was, hey, well played. It was that kind of, and I'm stunned. Like, there's no fucking way $250,000 I use that champagne bottle of he wouldn't have made it out the room. But that's amateur shit. That's rookie shit. You look unprofessional doing shit like that. That's uncivilized.
Two weirdos.
And you look broke.
To do
Niggas don't want to look broke.
To dudes with money.
Right.
To dudes with money.
Y'all seen the super chat?
No.
Jenna,
I can't look that.
No, you look on your phone. I keep telling you. Jenna Jace. This is a great show, y'all. Very entertaining. Take it on the road.
Shout out to Jenna.
MECC, please
don't blow no kisses. You know we living in a weird world, bro.
You don't know Jenna Jace.
Yeah, you don't know that is.
Oh, that's Jenna? Yeah. Oh, okay.
You really stopped the show to read that one.
I didn't know. What the fuck?
Yo, look at my man face
Please don't
anytime
crack
you
your
say
knuckles
Jen.
after
You heard?
this.
Stop. You did say that.
Just look. See my man?
Look, stop it.
You don't know Math got dimples until you say Jenna, right?
This is a man's world. This is a man. This is a man's world. This is a man.
To all the good women, God bless you all. I ain't even trying to stress you all. If the world up and just left you all on the edge to fall, I'll rescue y'all like a fireman.